And welcome to the Hampton University Convocation Center. Matt White, Roderick McLean here, ready to bring you one of the rivalries as old as time. It's the battle of the real HU. Hampton and Howard playing here in Virginia. The Pirates in the home white. Bison in the navy blue with red numbers, white trim. Matt White, Roderick McLean here bringing you this MEAC Big South matchup, and the tip controlled by the Bison. Roderick coming into this matchup, the Bison are looking for their first win of the season and the first win for Kenneth Blakeney, the new head coach, taking over for longtime Howard head coach Kevin Nickelberry.
And Matt, this will be a good chance for them to get their first win. We mentioned with Hampton, they're on a 4-game losing streak and kind of lost themselves, so this is a good opportunity for Howard.
Yeah, Howard again 0-9, the Pirates 3-5. Bison start out with a turnover. Pirates look to respond. Warren down the lane, outside Hextall. Greg Hextall, the native of Norfolk. Back iron three, no good. Rebound to the Bison.
And the one thing that Howard needs to do a better job is the turnovers, Matt. They average 13 turnovers a game.
20 seconds on the shot clock. Ball in the hands of Kyle Foster, actually a native of Hampton. Looking to create. Pull-up jumper is good.
Good step back.
It's a long two-pointer there for Kyle Foster. And the Bison strike first here in Hampton. Full court press from Howard. Davion Warren, his floater in the lane, no good. His own putback, though, is good. And we're all square here early on, 2-2. Pirates showing press here as Howard crosses the timeline. Nearly a turnover there for the Bison. Three from the left corner is good.
Good ball movement.
Bristol, the freshman out of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, extends the lead for Howard to 3, 5-2. A deflection off the full court press, and Lee blows the wide open layup. And the Pirates look to take advantage, trailing just by 3. 18-16 to go. Bison showing zone here early on. Pirates come into the matchup without their leading scorer and a top 5 scorer in the nation, Jermaine Marrow. Broke his thumb over the Thanksgiving break, but they still have their other half of the scoring duo, and he's right there on the spot. Ben Stanley, averaging just under 19 points a game, gets on the board here for the first time, cuts the deficit to 1.
And Stanley had a career high last game with 24 points, and he also had 13 rebounds. Just look for him to continue his excellent play here.
And Pirates are definitely going to need that type of effort from Stanley, but right now on defense, Pirates showing man-to-man. Ball moves around the perimeter. 3 is off the mark. Shot that time was Garvey. Edward Oliver Hampton rushed himself there in the transition, threw the ball away. Possession goes back to Howard, leading here on the road by 1.
Yeah, he was trying to give the ball to Stanley, but there's too much sauce on that one, Matt.
Yeah, a little too much on that one. Indeed. Garvey set to inbound. Pirates showing a full court press. 2-1-2 press. Warren, good defense. Garvey will cross the midcourt. Pass down low. Believe it was blocked by Stanley. The shot was from Cousins.
Pirates looking to push here.
Warren driving, tries to drop it off to Stanley. A lot of bodies in the paint. Goes out of bounds. Will be last touch by the Bison. .22 seconds on the shot clock. Pirates will get it into Stanley. Out to Warren. Howard continues to stay in the 2-3 zone. Oliver Hampton will take a 3. Front of the iron, no good on his shot. Rebound controlled by Howard. Foster will slow things down. Here's Hampton, will stick with the man-to-man. Lee looking to create along the baseline, gets to the basket. A lot of contact. It's going to be a late call, but the right call.
Yes, indeed.
Foul will be charged to Oliver Hampton. His first, team's first. That'll send Lee, freshman out of Toronto, Canada, to the free throw line. Shot from Lee, good.
And coming into this game for the Pirates is
Chris Shelton. And we've got a sub, it looks like Khalil Robinson, another freshman, a very young team here for Howard. We'll look to check in for Lee.
A very young team, Matt, and still trying to find themselves in this season.
16:33 to go. Griffin will bring the ball across the timeline. Looks to set up the offense here for the Pirates. Hextall, right wing, looks to cut through the defense. High off the glass, no good. Rebound, Foster. Robinson will push the tempo. Back to Foster. He'll step into the transition three. Back iron, no good. Rebound control by Hampton. Pass ahead to Hextall. Hextall try to get a shot off. Let's see if they call it on the shot or on the floor.
I believe they're calling it on the floor.
The foul will be charged to Garvey, one of the lone upperclassmen. He's a senior out of New York. It's his first, team's first, and they will actually say Hextall was on his way up. So Greg Hextall's effort rewards him with 2 free throw opportunities here.
And Hextall is another player that needs to step up due to the absence of the Pirates leader, Murrow.
They're coming into this matchup. Hextall still trying to get his legs under him. He had an off-season procedure on both of his knees, so you can kind of see he's still not 100%, but as you mentioned, without Murrow, Hextall going to have to suck up the pain and play through it. It's a 1-point ball game, 7-6, Bison lead. Pirates in the full court press. Bison do a good job of breaking the press. Shot from the corner is up, front iron, no good. Rebound, Shelton. 3 was missed by Bristol, and the Pirates are going to look to take advantage of the miss.
They're trying to give the ball to Stanley inside.
Stanley in the paint. Contact, no call. Nice touch at the rim from Stanley.
And Stanley does a good job using his body in the paint once again.
Stanley now with 4 of the Pirates' 8. Pirates stick with the 2-1-2. Foster will cross the timeline, hounded by Griffin. Nets dead ball will take us to the media timeout. Nice penetration, Robinson. Looks outside Bristol. Entry pass down low. Shot is good.
Good touch.
Cousins puts Howard back on top by 1. Chris Shelton, he's left open. Shot is off the mark, out of bounds. And that'll take us to the media timeout. You're watching ESPN Plus. We'll be back. Howard by 1.
From kickoff to overtime, this is beyond Wi-Fi. This is X-Fi.
Back here on ESPN Plus, Matt White, Roderick and Clean here in Hampton, and thus far, Roderick, pretty evenly matched game considering both teams 3 for 8 from the floor for 38%. The difference right now, Howard 1 of 4 from the land of 3. That gives you a 9-8 score.
Yeah, both teams are still trying to find themselves in this one, as Pirates once again starting for the press.
Yeah, the 2-1-2 press here. Shelton guarding Foster, does an easy job crossing the timeline, does the native of Hampton. 15 seconds left. Howard trying to solve this Hampton defense. Foster, 6 seconds. Guarded by Stanley on the switch. Going to look to drive.
Good
Drops
pass.
it off. Jumper is good. Again, that was Cousins with the field goal. That's his second of the evening.
And that was a great pass by Foster, drawing 2 defenders.
11-8, Howard leads by 3 here on the road. Host Pirates looking to answer. Shelton set up nicely. 3-pointer, back iron, no good. Bison with the rebound. Transition opportunity here for Howard. Shot is off the mark from Williams, native of Richmond, who checked in during the break. Pirates go down low to Stanley. Stanley double teamed. He's going to travel with it. Good defense by Howard. They're in transition to force the turnover.
You mentioned Williams, Matt. Williams averages 18 points. Is the only player for the Bison that average double figures, so look for him to take some shots up.
Just under 14 minutes remaining in the half. 11-8 is the score. Robinson will slow things down. This is the pace Howard wants to play at right now. They want to control the tempo, look inside. Foster left side. Looks down low. Pass stolen by Hextall. 2-on-1. They're going to throw it ahead to Oliver Hampton. And shot is pinned at the backboard. Pirates get the offensive board. Stanley works hard down low, and the putback is good. Stanley now with 6 of the Pirates' 10.
So far this season, Stanley has played excellent, rebounding and scoring for the Pirates.
Garvey looks to create. Down the lane, jump stop, gives it up. Foster catching, shooting, jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound controlled by Cousins, and there's going to be a pushing foul charge to Hextall, trying to track down that rebound. First foul on Hextall. Second team foul on Hampton. Another sub here for the Bison. Raymond Bethea, sophomore out of Atlantic City, New Jersey, will come in.
And he will check out Foster. This is like a homecoming for Foster, Matt.
Oh, not like it is a homecoming, I believe. He attended Bethel, not too far from this campus at all. Quick inbounds to Howard with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Williams. Corner three is off the mark, but Cousins is fouled on the offensive putback, and it's going to be on DeAndre Griffin. His third team foul against the Pirates, and great effort on the offensive board there for the Bison. Chasing down the errant shot results in an opportunity for some free throws. Howard right now shooting 4 of 12 from the floor for 33%.
And the one thing that the Pirates need to do a better job, Matt, is boxing out and rebounding. Besides Stanley, nobody else really got on the board so far.
One more free throw is up, and it's good. Cousins now with 6. Davion Warren in transition to the bucket.
Good call.
They're going to call the charge. I couldn't tell if the defender, which was Cousins, if he was in the restricted area or not, but the official calls a player control foul. It'll be Warren's first, team's 4, so the fouls beginning to pile up for the Pirates.
Yeah, that was a good call by the ref.
Robinson ahead. Bristol back to Robinson. Jumper from Williams is up, no good. Rebound controlled by Hampton. Warren ahead to Oliver Hampton, and the layup is good.
Great dive. Great pass by Warren to find Oliver Hampton.
Yep. Warren nearly missed it, but at the last minute he was able to get that ball to the right spot, and Oliver Hampton able to convert the transition bucket, and we're back to a 1-point ball game. Bristol will receive the inbounds. Pirates picking up full court man-to-man.
And the Bisons are doing a great job breaking that press.
Garvey finds Bristol 16 seconds. Again, Howard continues to work the clock. Garvey open, jumper good.
Great pull-up.
Gotta like the patience you're seeing out of this offense of Howard.
Yeah, man.
Not in any rush. Gonna work the full extent of the 30-second shot clock before they find a good shot.
Yeah, they're staying poised here. Griffin with the shot, and it's good. 3-pointer by Griffin.
Andre Griffin was left wide open, and he made the defense pay, and we're all square at 15. Pirates answer right back. Stick with the full court press. Garvey dribble handoff here with Robinson.
And Griffin is 7 of 18 for 3 this season, so he can definitely shoot the three-pointer.
Yeah, first made 3 of the game for Hampton there. Dribble drive, Williams in the lane. Stanley met him in midair.
He said, not today.
They say it's Pirates ball on the out of bound, and that'll take us to the media timeout. We're all square here in Hampton. Keep it right here. You're watching ESPN Plus.
With Remote Connect.
And welcome back to ESPN Plus here. While we have this break, a reminder, for the best in Big South coverage, visit BigSouthSports.com. Stay current with the latest news, results, stats, standings, and much more. Enjoy video features showcasing remarkable student athletes or connect to school sites or social media outlets, all from one place. Remember, the source from all your conference information is BigSouth.com.
That's right, BigSouthSports.com. We're back here in Hampton where the Battle of the Relay Chew is going on, and it is tied. Pirates missed the three-pointer there from Griffin. Lee running the point again here for Howard. Under 11 minutes here in the first half. Both teams not shooting the best from the floor. Howard 5 of 14, Hampton 6 of 14. But a dribble drive and a foul on Hampton will be the call.
Yeah, man, both teams aren't shooting the ball well. I'll tell you one thing, both teams are definitely playing defense here.
They're going to charge that to Hextall. That's his second, team's 5th. Looking at the all-time series, Hampton an impressive 40-5 against Howard. You definitely know this young Howard team led by first-year head coach Kenneth Blake, and he really wants to add one to that list.
Yeah, and Matt, Hampton has won 16 straight, so they definitely want to steal one here.
Deuce Dean checked in. He'll now run the point here for the Pirates. Has Griffin. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Pirates working around the perimeter. Howard sticking with the zone.
Yeah, trying to find Stanley down low, but
Oliver Hampton off the glass. It's good. We're all square here at 17. Continues to be a back and forth game here thus far, Roderick.
Yeah, great defense by both teams. And we have a turnover here by the Bison.
Yeah, you talked about their turnover problems earlier. They had done a good job these last few possessions taking care of the ball, but opportunity here for Hampton.
Yeah, they averaged 13 turnovers so far this season. That's way too much. They got to do a better job and cut it down.
Yeah, Howard has led for the majority of this game. Warren 3, there was a little bit of contact, no call. Rebound is going to be tied up. They're going to call a jump ball. The possession error, I believe, is in favor of Hampton.
What a rebound by Stanley. He just got up and soared.
Yeah, it looked like Cousins was going to secure it, but Stanley was able to tie it up, force the alternating possession in favor of Hampton at this juncture. With 9:29 to go, Pirates will get it in to Stanley. Warren looks to go baseline to Oliver Hampton at the right elbow. He'll step back. His jumper off the mark, no good. Stanley going to draw the foul, and it will be, I believe, a baseline inbounds here for Hampton.
Yeah, Stanley's just a rebound machine, Matt.
They're going to call that on Foster. The officials are going to be looking at the replay here. The officials are going to review for a potential hooking. So we'll wait and see here what the call is. Well, we've got the break here. Let's take a look at the Big South the Sun Belt Reynolds out-of-town scoreboard, and just one other game going on in the Big South. Elon presently leads High Point 14-5. That's with 9.5 minutes left in the first half. There are no other games going on tonight in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, but again, Roderick, while we have this opportunity, we could talk a little bit about this rivalry. Two teams that have known each other very, very well for a number of years. The battle of the real HU between Hampton and Howard. This rivalry crosses families, friendships, two of the more prestigious and nationally known historically black colleges in this country. And when you say HBCU, two of the schools that come right to mind are Hampton and Howard.
That's right.
So many illustrious alumni from both of these institutions. So many historic moments made by both of these institutions. One of the few negatives of Hampton University leaving the MEAC is the fact that this game now becomes once a year. It was generally a home and away in the MEAC, but then there were some scheduling issues some years where it would just be one game, but it makes this game that much more special as being once a year.
Definitely. The one thing I like
the officials have called a hooking foul on number 11, Kyle Foster. So it will be 2 shots for Ben Stanley. And then if I understood the official correctly in his explanation, Roderick, the Pirates keep the ball.
Yes, they do. Let's go back to this rivalry real quick, Matt. The one thing I like about this rivalry when they do play, alumni from both schools just come and enjoy the game.
Yeah, as we're here on a Thursday afternoon, a very good crowd here in the Convocation Center. You can only imagine what it would be like on a Friday or a Saturday, but a very impressive crowd here, as you said, bringing out the alumni, friends, and family. But Ben Stanley at the free throw line knocks down the first of 2. Second free throw from Stanley is also good. So the Pirates lead now 19-17, and
they get the ball back.
So it's almost the equivalent of a technical foul.
That's right.
So 9-13 and counting. Pass inside Oliver Hampton. Nice pump fake. He put on the floor, and that's where he made his mistake. Garvey in transition will push it ahead. Back outside Foster.
Good ball movement here by the Bison.
Bristol drive. Floater in the lane is good.
Great ball movement there by Howard off the turnover by the Pirates.
They did a great job of swinging the ball from one side to the other, making the defense work, and able to get a nice drive to the basket. Griffin spots up from 3, and he knocks down the shot.
So far this season, Griffin has been shooting lights out, Matt.
Griffin locking in defensively here now as Hampton's lead is 3, 22-19, 8:28 to go. Robinson looks right side, Garvey. Nice backdoor cut from Foster. He had trouble holding on to the ball. Nearly threw it away. They go back to Foster in the far corner, and he answers with the 3 of his own. Both teams continuing to go back and forth. Oliver Hampton dribble drive, and a traveling violation is the call. So another turnover. It'll be the 5th turnover for the Pirates. Amir Smith will check in the ball game and will replace Oliver Hampton.
And you can tell, Matt, that this is definitely a classic rivalry here.
Yeah, you can. The cliche is you throw records and current standings out of the picture when it's two rivals as bitter as Hampton and Howard, and so far the game living up to that hype today. Garvey in the corner. Swing up side, Robinson, back to Garvey. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Great steal.
Warren picks his pocket, goes all the way to the cup, and the layup is good. Davion Warren with his second made field goal, and the Pirates lead is back to 2.
Great steal by Warren. And we got a moving screen here.
Yeah, it's going to be an illegal screen charge to Michael Barber, a sophomore out of Jackson, Mississippi. His first, team's third. It's a media timeout. You're watching ESPN Plus. Pirates lead by 2. We'll be back.
Did you start the car?
Uh-huh.
Go.
Lock it, find it, start it from anywhere with Remote Connect.
Back here on ESPN Plus, Matt White, Roderick McLean, take another look at it. Davion Warren having a bit of an afternoon here. Couple steals here, Roderick.
Yeah, and he took that from the cookie jar, Matt.
Yeah, picked his pocket and take another look at it. Is Warren's defense leading to easy offense? Coming out of the media timeout, it will be the Pirates basketball. 5 Pirates on the floor are Deuce, Dean, Griffin, Stanley, Smith, and Warren. 5 Bison on the floor. Williams, Foster, Cousins, Bristol, and Robinson. Stanley, free throw line jumper is good. Pirates lead by 4 now. 7 minutes and counting here in this first half.
Stanley's showing everything tonight, Matt. The inside game, the pull up in the mid-range.
Already now with 10 points is Ben Stanley. You have not seen a drop-off in production for him since Merrill went down. So far, Howard has had an answer for everything Hampton has thrown at him here thus far. Williams looks to answer here. Floater off the back iron, no good. Rebound Warren, another transition opportunity. Back to Griffin, and Griffin will wisely, faked out the defender. Jumper
Great
good.
move by Griffin.
Griffin looked like he was going to pull it out and set up the offense, but caught the defender slipping.
Yeah,
And the lead now 6 for the Pirates.
Defender just gave him the baseline. He took it and cash.
Robinson pulls up with a hand in his face and a tough shot.
Howard answered back here. Pirates up by 3, 28-25.
Deuce Dean was right there, but a step too slow, and good defense there by Foster with that long wingspan. Deflected the pass. Hampton's lead is 3. Robinson in the lane. Nice no-look pass.
He tried to posterize
And
Smith.
Cousins tried to posterize him.
Stanley.
Foul in transition. Foul will go against Charles Williams. Again on that last play, it was a beautiful pass to Cousins, and he tried to posterize, but Amir Smith used that long length, that athletic ability, went straight up and was able to deflect the ball. No foul was called, and the Pirates look to answer back here with free throws from Stanley.
Yeah, both teams picked up the intensity, Matt, and playing physical.
First free throw from Stanley is short. Bannister, freshman out of Chesapeake, will check into the ball game. He will replace Dean. Second free throw from Stanley is good. Lead back to 4, 29-25. Robinson and the Bison look to answer. Nice screen from Cousins. Foster nearly lost his balance. Back to Robinson.
Sure, blocked by
Three-pointer
Smith.
blocked by Smith. Comes to Stanley, ahead to Smith. And
that's a
Smith will
charge.
be called for the charge.
That was a bad job by Smith. You know that was a bad.
Yeah, got a little excited, did the grad transfer from Houston. Going to be his first 16 foul on Hampton.
Yeah, even Smith missed that. That was his mistake. A great defense by Smith, Matt.
Oh, great job.
Robinson with the ball here. Passes to Foster. Howard moving the ball around.
Bannister nearly knocked that one loose. Three-pointer from the corner off the mark. They're going to get a foul here on Cousins. Zion Cousins, a little out of control on the rebound attempt. His first, the 15th foul on Howard. So it'll be Pirate basketball. 5:09 to go here. I think the officials were thinking it might have been a 1-and-1 situation, but it is not.
Yeah.
Foul count is 6-5. Garvey will return to the floor for Howard. He will replace Bristol. And Chris Shelton will return to the lineup for Hampton, and he'll replace Bannister. 5:09 remaining here in the first half. Pirates lead is 4. And Pirates now shooting 52% from the floor, 11 of 21. Howard, 38%, 8 of 21. Pass deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
It did look like Griffin touched it a little bit, but I guess the ref didn't see it.
I couldn't tell, but a great anticipation there by Williams. Knew where Griffin was trying to go with the ball and was able to anticipate. Unfortunately for Williams, couldn't hold on to the ball.
Pirates moving the ball around.
Entry pass from Warren was deflected, and they're going to say again, the last touch by Howard. So a little sloppy play there, but the Pirates maintain the possession. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Shelton will look to inbound for Hampton. They get into Smith. Pirates don't have much time to work with it here. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Warren catching, shooting the three. Shot, back iron, no good. Long rebound controlled by Garvey. And here comes Robinson, pushing the tempo for Howard. Williams.
And it's good.
Charles Williams knocks down the three, his first field goal, and the Pirates lead is down to 1.
And Williams got to do a better job getting involved.
Stanley down the lane, sets up Shelton. He'll take a three, short. We've got a whistle down low, and it looks to be a foul on Amir Smith, and it will be his second.
And Matt, you mentioned that was Williams' first point of this game. He's Howard's best scorer. He averages 13 points. He has to do a better job getting involved here tonight.
Well, getting involved right now will be Kyle Foster, the junior from Hampton. He'll head to the free throw line shooting 1-and-1 here for the Bison after the personal charge to Amir Smith. Bannister will return to the lineup replacing Smith. Foster with an opportunity here to tie and or give Howard the lead here with the free throws.
First one was
short.
Good.
First and only one. Controlled by Hampton. Griffin again from 3. Good. DeAndre Griffin right now hot. He's knocked down 3 from behind the three-point arc.
Yeah, man, he has been hot all season so far behind the three-point line.
He now has 11 points to go along with Ben Stanley, and Davion Warren there got caught reaching, and that will be his second and the 18th foul. When we come back from the media timeout, Howard will be back at the free throw line shooting the 1-and-1. You're watching ESPN Plus. We'll be back. Back here on ESPN Plus. Matt White, Roderick McLean here. It's the battle of the Real HU. Hampton leading 32-28 here on ESPN Plus, and right now Hampton's DeAndre Griffin, the senior out of North Carolina, not making big shots here for Hampton. Roderick, 3 of 4 from 3, 4 of 5 overall for 11 points.
And you know, without the leader, Murray Jr. now, and you know, players got to step up, and Griffin has definitely stepped up tonight.
Nate Garvey at the free throw line now for the Bison, shooting 1-and-1. He knocks down the first. Second shot from Garvey is good. Back to a 2-point game here. Hampton with the possession. Warren on the drive. Howard sticking with the zone. Griffin again with the result.
He just can't miss right now.
Going to see if Coach Kenneth Blankeny will come out of the zone now if Griffin continues to light it up. Lead up to 5 now. Largest lead, I believe, here for Hampton tonight. Howard gets to the Foster. Down the lane. Great take. Able to beat the defense. And Kyle Foster. Right now, both number 11s on the floor playing great basketball. Stanley looking to create inside. Up, under, went to the reverse and just
good.
got the roll.
Nice soft touch by Stanley.
It almost looked like it was going to be too soft, but he got just enough of the rim. Lead back to 5 here, 37-32, Hampton on top. Under 3 minutes to go. Foster, Robinson, now Garvey. He'll dial it up. The 3 is off the mark. Rebound comes to Cousins. I don't think he realized just how open he was.
Yeah, he had a layup.
And then you have Foster continuing to back up on the three-point line. Shelton, reverse layup is good.
Great pass by Warren.
And the Pirates might be on a run here looking to break it open, and it's going to be a timeout here by Howard.
That timeout is definitely needed right now, Matt.
The Pirates were trying desperately to break one open. So far, Howard's done a great job of answering each run. But as you said, a good timeout call here by the Bison, trying to kill the momentum, because we know this Hampton team, once they get hot, they can get on a roll. Let's look at some overall team stats here, Roderick. Pirates now 58% from the floor, 15 of 26. Howard at 40%, 10 of 25. Hampton 36% from 3 at 4 of 11. And all 4 of those coming from Dondre Griffin. And Howard, 4 of 13. Your leading scorers for both teams, Howard, Foster, and Bristol each with 7. And for the Pirates, Griffin with 14 and Ben Stanley with 13.
Yeah, you mentioned Griffin. The one thing about what he's doing, he's shooting with a lot of confidence. And Stanley, their best rebounder and best paint protector and inside scorer for the Pirates.
2:20 remaining. Pirates stick to the man-to-man. Foster comes off the screen. Cousins off the down screen. Layup no good. Again, I think he took another step in. He had an easy layup.
Yeah.
Just didn't know how open he was.
He didn't have to take that bounce that he did.
Stanley inside. And a good job there on the defensive end, as it looked like Cousins may have gotten away with one on a flop. We're going to call it on Ben Stanley. It's his first 19 foul. But a gamesmanship there by Cousins to draw the offensive foul.
Yeah, Cousins definitely deserves an award for that one, Matt.
Robinson looks to drive. Will set up Foster. Under 2 minutes to go. Screen and roll opportunity there for Howard, but Garvey elects to give it up to Foster. 5 seconds. Bannister gets his hand in the passing lane.
And Robinson steals the ball back.
Cousins, layup is good.
Good pass by Griffin, and the dunk is no good.
Warren gets the offensive rebound, and Hampton will wisely slow things down. 116 and counting.
Yeah, great job by Griffin to slow it down and to run a play here.
Warren will hold. 108. They go into Ben Stanley, and that might be a makeup call, as it looks like they're going to get Cousins for a reach-in foul. That'll be his second 16 foul. Like I said, that might be a makeup for the offensive foul they called before, because that reaching on Cousins looked pretty minor there, but
yeah.
Ben Stanley will go to the free throw line. Greg Hexel will come in, replacing Bannister.
Bannister did a good job by the time he was in, Matt. He got that steal for the Pirates.
It was just a 16 foul on Howard, so it will be a baseline inbound here for the Pirates. Dribble handoff. Griffin will shoot another 3. This one's off the mark. Rebound Foster. 1 minute remaining here in the half. The Pirates lead is 5. Robinson to Foster. Bristol in the corner. 18 seconds and counting. Nice crossover. Robinson in the lane. Jump stop, lost control. And the official on the far side will call the foul on Griffin.
And Robinson did a good job using his speed and his dribbling ability to get inside the paint.
So that'll be the 10th team foul on Hampton. Robinson will shoot 2. First shot is up and good. Khalil Robinson now with 4. He knocked down a 3-point shot earlier. Cuts the Hampton lead 39-35.
And he's hearing a lot of boos here at the convocation center. Like we said, Matt, this is a classic rivalry.
And he quiets the crowd with both free throws. 45 seconds and counting. Griffin will initiate the offense with Shelton. Howard sticking with the zone. Warren will take a 3. Front iron, no good. Rebound, Foster. And it's about just over a 2-second differential between game and shot clock. Robinson will look to his left and give it up to Garvey. Robinson will look to hold. Howard's going to hold for what will probably be the last good shot for either team here in the half. Robinson in the lane, all the way to the bucket. He
Great
goes
defense.
down, rebound ahead to Warren. Warren, 3, 2, 1,
and 1! Count the bucket.
Kyle Foster tried to foul him before the bucket, but it's his second 17 foul.
That's what Howard did not need going into halftime, Matt.
Davion Warren with an opportunity to cap off the 3-point play here. 41-36 is the score. Warren now with 6, could be 7 with the free throw momentarily. And it will rattle off no good. Rebound to Howard. The half-court heave is off the mark. And that is the end of the first half. Hampton leads 41-36. So quickly, looking at some individual stats, Griffin leading the way for Hampton with 14. Stanley with 13 points to go along with 6 rebounds. And for the Bison, Cousins with 8 and Foster and Bristol each with 7. That'll take us to halftime. Keep it right here. You're watching ESPN Plus. We'll be back with the second half.
Did you start the car?
Uh-huh.
Go.
Lock it, find it, start it. From anywhere with Remote Connect.
There's a booking for every resolution. Book yours at any price on Booking.com.
Go.
Lock it, find it, start it. From anywhere with Remote Connect.
Like the new Subway sliders starting at just $1.89. There's something for everyone. That's fresh value only from Subway.
Lock it, find it, start it from anywhere with Remote Connect.
Back here on ESPN Plus, Matt White, Roderick McLean here in Hampton. We're in the battle of the real HU. The Pirates lead 41-36. Bison will start the second half with possession. Lee at point will initiate it, and we'll look at some team stats here, Roderick, which really tell the tale as Foster strikes first here for Howard.
Yeah, let's look at the Pirates first. They're shooting 16 to 30. And the three-point match been a struggle so far, but so far for Griffin, he's the only player that scored from the three-point range so far tonight.
Pirates turn the ball over on their possession. Nice move. Garvey got open but was short on the jumper. Quick outlet, Warren. Warren looking to create. Contact, lost the ball. And whoa, what a collision there. It's Ben Stanley and Lee met at the forehead. And I think they're both okay. I think they were both more in shock that they ran into each other. So the collision looked worse
than it
really was. And both of them get up, give each other a good slap, and make sure everybody's okay. But, wow, that could have been a very, very tough situation for both young men. Glad to see them both spring back up to be in your early 20s, Roderick. I know if that had been me, I'd have been laid out. They would have had to call the stretcher, the trainer, the doctor, everybody. For me, I'd have.
And you know it's a rivalry match, but the one thing that both players did, they showed great sportsmanship at the end of that collision. Pirates moving the ball around. Griffin with the ball. Inside to Stanley, and Stanley with the soft touch once again.
If anything, Stanley's vision is still 20/20.
Definitely.
As he continues with the soft touch, as the layup is good. Ben Stanley continues to lead this Pirates team offensively. Howard looks to answer. Foster, step back, the three off the mark. It was a nice looking shot, just off the target. Rebound control by Hampton.
Good pass by Griffin.
Hextall in the lane, and the jumper is good.
Great pass by Griffin, that no-look dish.
First field goal for Hextall, and Hampton's lead 45-38. Lee looking to initiate here for Howard. Garvey, hesitation dribble now, guarded by Deuce Dean. Down low, good move down low. Cousins stripped it off, had it stripped from him. Cousins off his knee, the official will say.
Yeah.
So great job. Not only does Deuce Dean strip the ball, but the out of bounds last touch by the Bison.
I like how Bruce Dean is so poised, especially as a freshman starting a big rivalry game like this, Matt. Hextall with the three-pointer is no good. It looks like the ball will stay here for the Pirates.
.47, Pirates will retain the possession. 20 seconds remain on the shot clock. Entry pass, Griffin, his floater is off the iron, no good.
And Coach Jonah was not happy with that shot that Griffin just took.
Yeah, they had a new shot clock and took that one a little early. Williams to Garvey. Garvey looking for help. Finds Lee. And the three is knocked down by Ian Lee, the freshman out of Toronto. Give him 5 now, his first field goal of the evening.
Good pass inside to Stanley, and the foul.
Believe they're going to call this Howard foul on Williams.
The Pirates are doing a great job so far in tonight's game, finding Stanley down low and letting him go to work.
Foul is on Williams' team second. So Ben Stanley will head to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2 so far. Stanley 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Make him 3 for 5.
He got to bend his knees just a little bit more to get more lift.
In these close games, free throw so crucial. As a team, Howard 10 of 11, Hampton now 5 of 7, make them 5 of 8.
Yeah, free throws are very crucial, especially in a game like this when it's been close all the way.
Lee, one-on-one with Stanley, gonna look to break him down off the dribble, but now we'll give it up to Garvey. 11 seconds showing on the shot clock. Garvey in the lane, driving. Stanley does a great job of going straight up, but no one blocked out Zion Cousins.
Good put back by Cousins, left wide open off the rebound.
He's now got double figures with 10, his 4th made field goal. Deuce Dean in the lane, finds Hextall for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Howard. Hampton's lead is down to 2. Bison can tie with a 2, take the lead with a 3.
Great ball movement here by Howard.
Williams in the lane.
Good job getting inside with the hop step. Williams have had a quiet game tonight, Matt. Only 3 points so far. And he averages 13 and is Howard's best scorer, the only player to average double figures so far this season.
The foul on Hampton will be charged to Griffin. That's his first team foul.
Williams hears some boos here from the crowd. Second attempt is good.
And we got a tie ball game here. Williams now with 5 so far here in the second half. Howard on a 9-4 run to tie the game here at 45. Griffin looks to Dean. Dean in the lane. Stanley layup is good.
Great play and great execution from the Pirates.
Under 16 minutes here in the ball game, and the Bison hanging around, looking for their first win of the year. Williams, short arm the layup. Pirates on the fast break. It's a 3-on-4.
Good pass
Stanley
by.
again in transition.
What a pass from Griffin to Stanley.
Williams answers back. They're going to call a block on Hextall. Count the layup for Williams. Charles Williams starting to heat up here in the second half.
But what a pass from Griffin.
And that will be the 3rd foul on the Pirates as we go to the media timeout. You're watching ESPN+.
Start the car? Uh-huh. Go, 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 go.
Lock it, find it, start it from anywhere with Remote Connect.
And welcome back to ESPN Plus here at the Convocation Center, where the Hampton Pirates are facing Howard Bison and up by 2, 49-47.
It's been a very competitive game here thus far. Williams will be at the free throw line. And it is good to give him the 3-point play. Hampton 49, Howard 48. Again, Hampton leads the all-time series 40-5, and Roderick, you said earlier, the Pirates so far streaking here against Howard is Ben Stanley. Flushes it down. and puts the lead back to 3 for Hampton.
And Stanley was right on time, and Matt, like you mentioned, he has been on fire down low. And the Pirates are doing a good job finding him.
Lee. Screen now gives it to Williams. Back up top, Lee thought about the 3. Garvey left wing, 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Bison. Lee comes off another screen. Guarded by Hextall. Gets in the lane, puts up the shot, and the floater is good.
That was smooth.
7 points now for Ian Lee, the freshman out of Toronto. His first ever battle of the Real HU. And that young man shows no signs of fear here in hostile territory.
Definitely.
Deuce. They're going to call a kick ball as Deuce Dean's pass was off the mark. Foster and Robinson will replace Garvey and Lee.
Pirates up by 1 here, 51-50. That's been close since the tip-off, Matt.
Shelton left open. He'll take another 3 off the mark. Rebound, Howard.
Howard looking to push it.
They can take the lead with the bucket here. Robinson goes. Foster, 3 is no good, but Shelton shows the freshman mistake, runs into the 3-point shooter, and they're going to give Foster 3 free throws. On his earlier attempts, Foster is 0 for 2.
Yeah, he just ran into the leg of Foster. Great call by the ref.
Foster's 0 for 1. Missed the front end of a 1-and-1.
He may be home, but he's definitely not getting the love here, Matt.
Not at all. First free throw is good, so we have a tie ball game here. 51 apiece. Howard outscoring Hampton so far 15-10 here in the second half. Second free throw off the mark for Foster.
And Warren will check in, replacing Shelton.
And Shelton, normally a 3-point specialist for the Pirates, so far unable to get one to fall. Shelton is 0 of 3, and Foster will go 2 of 3. Made the first and the third of his 3 free throw attempts. Howard leads by 1. Griffin
is good with the pull up.
Picks up where he left off, knocks down another jumper just inside the 3-point line. It's a 1-point ball game again in favor of the Pirates.
Griffin playing with a lot of confidence here as Howard moves the ball around.
Williams, another senior on this Howard team, down the middle of the lane. Pull-up floater is no good.
Good rebound by Cousins.
And a late call, but I believe the right call.
That was a late call, but the right call, Matt.
They're going to call it on Ben Stanley. 4th team foul on Hampton. Zion Cousins at the free throw line. Makes the first.
The second one is good. Pirates bringing the ball up. Good job with ball movement. And the shot is good from Warren.
Davion Warren, right when his team needed him, knocked it down from 3. And so Howard answers right back. Williams.
With a little jelly. Great layup from Williams.
Howard right now 15 of 17 from the free throw line. Hampton 5 of 9. 3-pointer rims out for Griffin.
Robinson looking to push. Kicks out of Foster.
Foster thought about the 3. Pirates sit down in the defense. 18 seconds and counting. 12 and a half minutes to go in the ball game. Foster, good defense from Griffin, runs him over. Offensive
Great
foul.
defense. Great defense.
And that'll be the 4th personal on Kyle Foster. 3rd team foul on Howard.
And Griffin was with him for every step, Matt. Great defense from DeAndre Griffin.
Garvey will replace surprisingly, he's going to replace Cousins. They're going to leave Foster on the floor playing with 4. I'm going to double check and make sure I've got that marked right, but Edward Oliver Hampton will also come in. He'll replace Deuce Dean. Hextall looks to Griffin. Inside is Stanley. Stanley, a lot of contact. He makes the shot and one. I wasn't sure they were going to call a block or a charge. Count the bucket for Ben Stanley.
Stanley just does a great job using his body down low.
They're going to call that on Williams. That's his 3rd, team's 4th. And take another look at it here in the lane. Good move. Stanley can make a free throw here to really help out his team, and he does. It's 59-56 as we near the 12-minute mark in this highly competitive rivalry game. Shot may have been blocked, but Ben Stanley affected it.
Griffin gets poked from behind. Robinson looking to push. And he's fouled from Griffin.
Yeah, Griffin a little sloppy with the ball, had a defender behind him. And the foul will be on Griffin. That's his 4th. That'll take us to the media timeout. You're watching ESPN Plus.
Did you start the car?
Uh-huh. Lock it, find it, start it. From anywhere with Remote Connect.
Back here on ESPN Plus, a reminder, this Big South Network broadcast is brought to you in part by Geico. Big South alumni could save even more with an alumni discount from Geico. Visit geico.com/Big South today. Marriott, the official hotel partner of the Big South Conference, and Sun Belt Rentals. We have equipment for that. At the line now is Khalil Robinson. That last foul on Hampton, I believe, was Griffin's 4th, so he will sit down. And to correct earlier, Foster only has 3 personal fouls for Howard, so I have that marked incorrectly. So one number 11 on the floor with 4, 1 with 3.
And that was a bad foul on Griffin's end, as he is needed in this one.
Free throws are good for Howard. It's back to a 1-point ball game here in Hampton. Hextall down low, Warren. Warren had baseline if he dropped, just didn't realize that Stanley's
there.
Is going to get another one. They got the flop that time on Cousins. Yeah. Stanley did a great job of keeping his control.
Like you said, man, that was definitely a flop from Cousins.
And the official goes right up to Howard head coach Kenneth Blankety and tells him he flopped. And Coach Blankley just shook his head and said, okay. So great composure there in traffic for Stanley to make the jumper. Again, misses the free throw.
Yeah. Cousins may need help with Stanley down low.
Robinson looking to probe the defense, will now give it to Williams, who's really gotten hot here in the second half. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Hextall will cut off Robinson. Williams looks to go baseline. Pump fakes, got his man in the air. Jumper is short. Stanley.
Great rebound.
Able to control it. Oliver Hampton will slow it down. 11 minutes remaining. Highly competitive ball game here in Hampton. We're glad you're joining us here on ESPN Plus. Battle between two old-time rivals, former conference rivals in both the CIAA and the MEAC.
And Foster with the steal, the Euro step, and it's good.
It's a one-point ball game as Foster able to avoid the defender with the Euro. Howard has outscored Hampton 24-20. Oliver Hampton short-armed it, tried to avoid the contact. Robinson in the lane.
Here comes Howard looking to push.
Will get it to Foster, and he'll reset now to Robinson. Robinson looking to get in the lane again. Kick out Foster, catching, shooting the long three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound to Hampton. Warren. Into Stanley. Stanley in contact, and he draws contact again.
Let's keep drawing those fouls.
But the Pirates have to make their free throws right now. Howard 19 of 21 from the free throw line. Pirates 6 for 11. And this time you see the Euro for Foster, well executed.
It was really smooth.
Speaking of Foster, that foul was on Kyle Foster. It's this time that was his fourth. And Stanley right now, if you're a Hampton fan, needs to focus. Right now he is 4 of 9 from the free throw line, and in a game this close, free throw is so crucial. Stanley with 26 points, shooting 11 of 12 from the floor for 92%.
As he makes that one.
Makes the second free throw to make it a 2-point ball game.
And he did a good job with his free throws in the first half, so he got to get back to that excellent free throw shooting as before.
Yeah, that's the difference maker. Hampton shooting 56% from the floor. Howard just 42%, but 19 free throws has closed the gap.
And the foul on Warren. Looks to hit Williams on the arm while he was going up for the pull-up. That's his third personal.
Williams, first free throw is up. Short, but got the roll. Back to a 1-point ball game, 62-61. Second free throw from Williams is good.
And Williams has 12 points tonight.
Williams again off to a slow start, but has picked it up here in the second half. We got a 30-second timeout call and making a full timeout. So while we've got this break, a reminder, let's take a look at the Sunbelt Reynolds Out of Town scoreboard, and the only other game going on between these two conferences, Elon 51-40 over High Point. That's with under 9 minutes to go in the second half. Another reminder that Marriott is the official hotel partner of the Big South Conference. For the best rates, book directly with the Marriott by heading to BigSouthSports.com/Marriott, and you will support Big South student athletes in the process. That's BigSouthSports.com/Marriott. And Roderick, you know, we can look at some stats here. 56% shooting for Hampton. Both teams knocking down 5 3-pointers. Howard, again, only 42% from the floor, but 23 free throw attempts, 21 made by Howard. Hampton just 13 free throw attempts and made just 7.
And one thing that Howard needs to do a better job is on the defensive end, containing Stanley. In the second half, he has been playing lights out. And they may need to send a double team on Stanley so he can kick the ball out, because right now he's just on fire.
Right now, the Pirates are going to have to find a second scorer to help Stanley.
That's right, Matt, as Griffin is in foul trouble.
And on the bench, Stanley, 27 points, 8 rebounds. Stanley, 16 points, 7 assists and 5 rebounds. So great effort from those two Pirates. But Howard, it's been a very balanced attack. And Stanley again down low.
Once again, he's just there.
Howard's led by Foster with 13, Cousins and Williams each with 12. And then Robinson, Lee, and Bristol each with 7. So again, a balanced attack from Howard. Will it be enough to overcome what is now 29 points for Ben Stanley?
And Matt, this is a close game, but it kind of feels like the Pirates should be up by more.
Free throw is good for Stanley. Lead goes back to 3. Bison.
And we have a foul on Oliver Hampton. Looks to be holding
And it's
Williams.
his second personal, 17 foul, so
Yeah.
both teams are in the bonus.
Starting to get a little chippy here, Matt.
Yep, and it's going to be 1-1 here for Williams. He was 2 for 2 on his last trip, makes the first here.
13 points for Williams. Second one is up and good.
Back to a 1-point ball game. 9:21 to go. Bison smelling their first victory of the year, keeping it close with Hampton. Hextall jumper no good. Rebound controlled by Howard, but it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Bison.
Good job by Oliver Hampton sticking his hand out.
Yeah, Oliver Hampton created the chaos. He stuck his arm out, and it just caused a ricochet effect that last touched the Bison before the ball went out of bounds near our broadcast position here at midcourt. Warren will take another 3. Back iron, no good. Deuce Dean tried to chase it down, but Robinson will push it here for the Bison. Looking to take the lead here with the field goal. Bristol down the lane. And I think they're going to get Hextall with the hand check.
Yeah, look, he was holding a little bit there. All in the arm of the Bison's player. Bristol to the line here for Howard. First shot is good.
Griffin will come on the floor, replace Hextall. So, if I heard correctly, that's the 4th personal on Hextall. It is, so the Pirates with 2 of their major contributors in foul trouble. Hextall with 4, Griffin with 4, as both free throws knocked down by Howard. It's a 1-point game for the Bison.
2 big contributors, but 2 of their best defenders.
Griffin going to have to play very careful with 4. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Howard's lead is 1. Warren in the lane, somehow split the defenders. Made a great adjustment in midair, and the layup is good. 67-66. 8:17 to go.
Smooth play from the Pirates.
Williams answers right back.
Both teams are into it, Matt.
Oh, yeah, this game picking up again. Rivalry games, any and everything is possible. 68-67 in favor of Howard. Warren back to Dean. Dean down the middle of the defense. Lost it. Stolen by Robinson.
Robinson looking to push.
Drops it off Bristol. Bristol might have got away with the travel, but he draws contact as he got Dean in the air, and Bristol will head right back to the free throw line to extend what's a 1-point Howard lead. It's his first 19th foul, and that'll take us to the media timeout here as we head to break. Howard leads by 1. You're watching ESPN+.
Did you start the car? Uh-huh. Go, 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 go.
Lock it, find it, start it from anywhere with Remote Connect.
And welcome back to ESPN Plus. While we have this break, a reminder, get social with the Big South. Join the always growing network of Big South fans on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more. You can also find the conference source for game updates and on-site championship coverage via Twitter at Big South Game Day. Follow, watch, like, and share with the Big South Conference.
And as we come back from the media timeout, Howard will have 2 free throws here for Wayne Bristol, the freshman out of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, with an opportunity to push this to a 3-point advantage. Makes the first. Bristol here, one of the 4 Bison in double figures now with 10 points. He misses the second, and the lead is at 2, 69-67. Griffin playing with 4 fouls, gives up to Deuce Dean.
And you see that Howard is showing a little double team on Stanley when he's down low.
Deuce Dean finds Stanley. Stanley step through, uses the touch, no good, but Warren tips it in. We're all tied. Game continues to swing back and forth. Dribble drive, Williams, contact, no call, rebound secured by Stanley.
Pirates will get a play set here.
7 minutes remaining. Howard,
Griffin.
Stanley in the lane.
What a move by Stanley with the spin.
Ben Stanley with the power and the finesse puts his team back up by 2. Howard looking to answer. Got to look for Williams here. He's been the hot hand. Bristol driving. Griffin in the right place, right time. Throws it up to Oliver Hampton.
It's no good.
Oliver Hampton couldn't finish. Howard looking to attack. Dribble drive, kick, layup, and one.
Great job by Howard to answer on the other end.
Andre Touré, a sophomore out of Paris, France, finds Bristol.
And on the other end, Matt.
We got to convert that layup.
Yeah, the Pirates just got a little bit too fancy.
I'm not even going to say it was too fancy. Oliver Hampton just has to make a layup.
Yeah, that was a great pass, though, from Griffin.
Yeah, Griffin put it right in his wheelhouse. He just has to finish it.
Tied up here, 71-71. Bristol to the line. Free throw is good.
72-71. Pirates have been outscored here in the second half, 36-30. Howard wants to end the losing streak against Hampton. Inside, Hextall. Inside out, Dean. Dean will spot up Hextall for 3. Front iron, it's good.
And the soft touch goes back in.
Greg Hextall playing on 2 bad legs. Got a 3 to fall there. The lead goes back to 2 for Hampton.
Like you said, man, this is a big game for Howard. Also a big game for the Pirates, as they're also on a losing streak.
Yeah, both teams could not have a win on the year, and this is a big game. But again, Howard 0-9, Hampton on a 4-game losing streak.
Great
Griffin
pass.
down low, the floater, no good. Stanley tried to tip it in. Rebound controlled by Williams. Robinson thought about it. 23 seconds. Bristol working on Griffin. They miss a wide open Cousins down low. The layup is good. Stanley tried to take a charge, but he's inside the restricted zone.
Miscommunication from Griffin and Stanley there. Left him right open.
Wide open.
And the refs is hearing this from the crowd here, Matt.
Yeah, it looked like Stanley was standing right in the middle of that restricted zone. So Cousins has an opportunity to give Howard the 1-point advantage. 74-74 here. Big free throw here for Cousins. Free throw is up, and it will fall.
And you hear from this crowd, the battle, the real issue is serious, Matt.
Yeah, Cousins now with 15. Warren looking to create. Deuce Dean. Jump stop in the lane.
Great ball
Comes back to Warren. His 3 is
good. Great ball movement from the Pirates.
Davion Warren again. Big shot from the Buffalo native. Hampton can't celebrate too long. Howard looking to answer. Bristol down the lane. Robinson, dribble drive, looks back. Step back three, Bristol off the mark, no good. Long rebound, tipped out of bounds, and the officials will say it is Hampton ball.
It looked like it was off of.
I couldn't tell from my vantage point, but the official immediately pointed Hampton ball with 4:32 to go. Hampton on top 77-75. A big possession here for both teams. Howard looking to get a big stop. Hampton looking to try and extend this lead. 16 seconds as the Pirates are going to work the clock here.
They're trying to give Stanley the ball.
They get it to him on the block with 8 seconds. He goes up. He's fouled. The jumper did not fall. And the foul, I believe, will go against Cousin. That is his fourth. So now Howard playing with 3 players with 4 fouls. Williams with 4, Cousin 4, Foster 4, Hampton with 3 of their own, Warren, Hextall, and Griffin.
That's what you expect from a rivalry like this, Matt, a physical game.
Big free throws here for Hampton. Stanley calmly knocks down the first. Still a one-possession game, 78-75. Make it a 2-possession game. Ben Stanley.
Good job from Stanley.
34 points, 8 of 13 shooting. 13 of 15 from the floor, 8 of 13 from free throw. Under 4 minutes to go. Williams, who's come alive here in the second half, looking to create.
Pull up, it's good.
In a double team, he knocks down the baseline jumper. 79-77, lead back to 2 for Hampton.
Looks like Williams found his groove here.
Warren, Deuce Dean down the lane, drops it off Stanley. Stanley in traffic. They're going to call a jump ball, which was the right call. And it will be possession arrow for Hampton. When we come back from the media timeout, you're watching a good one here. 79-77. We'll be back here on ESPN+.
I like what you're seeing.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
TD Ameritrade now offers 0 commissions on online trades.
And welcome back to ESPN Plus here at the Convocation Center, where Hampton is facing Howard. Hampton is up by 2, 79-77.
What a game.
Yes, indeed. What a game. The battle of the real HU is real, Matt.
You would not think one team here was 0-9 and the other one is on a 4-game losing streak. But both teams have come here today to come out on top. Hampton with 13 seconds. Griffin has to give it back to Warren. Pirates had to make something happen here in 5 seconds. They set up Griffin. He'll take the 3. Shot blocked
by Williams.
Good defense there from Howard.
Great
they recover
defense.
the ball. Not much Griffin really could do there with so little time on the shot clock.
And that was a key possession for both teams, Matt.
Yeah, that was a stop that Howard desperately needed. Robinson looking to create, guarded by Stanley, now Foster. Dribble drive to the bucket. Layup is good for Bristol. And we're all square, 79.
Game is going down to the wire.
All of 3 minutes and counting here at the Convocation Center. Each team playing with 3 guys for 4 fouls. Hextall free throw line jumper, no good. Robinson secures the rebound for Howard. You would like to see Hampton give the ball here to Stanley at some point, at least give him a touch. And if you're Howard, I'm going to Williams right here at the top of the key.
That's exactly what they do here.
He's going to drive the lane, set up Bristol again down the lane, layup no good. Cousins had the rebound, but it was taken away from him by Ben Stanley.
He said, give me that. As the Pirates.
Big pressure situation here for both teams. It's a rivalry game. It's all square with 2 minutes to go. Griffin, Hextall back to Griffin. 10 seconds now. Warren
just
called for the travel or stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds, yep.
Turnover either way.
And an opportunity here for Howard to take the lead.
.153 and counting. Howard will elect to call a timeout. While we've got a break here, a reminder, we've got great news. Big South fans, Big South alumni can save even more on Geico car insurance with a special discount. Visit geico.com/Big South for a free quote today. It has been electric here in the Convocation Center. Looking ahead for both. Convocation Center. The game will be at approximately 6 p.m. as that will be a doubleheader. The Lady Pirates play host to the Spartans of Norfolk State at 4, and then the men will be approximately 30 minutes after the completion of the women's game. And then for the Bison, they will head back home to the friendly confines of Byrd Gymnasium in Washington, D.C. and play host to the Mountaineers of Appalachian State. So both of these teams continue on here in December as they both prepare for their respective conference tournaments. The MEAC Conference Tournament in Norfolk, Virginia, and the Big South location to be determined as it is played on the home floor of the regular season champion. So a lot of exciting basketball here during the holiday season, and nothing more exciting than the battle of the relay shoes here tonight, as it will be Howard basketball on the inbound. Bristol, Cousin, Robinson, Williams, and Foster, the 5 Bison on the floor. Warren, Stanley, Hextall, Dean, and Griffin, the 5 Pirates, coming out of the timeout.
Good time of the year for basketball, Matt. That's Howard has the ball.
They say it's the most wonderful time of the year. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Foster will find Robinson.
They got to move quick.
Each possession so crucial here as Warren goes down. Howard dribble drive. Foster will force up a shot. A lot of contact, no call either way. Hampton with the ball.
And Warren will slow it down. We have a timeout here.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout here called by Hampton. 1:19 remaining in a tie ball game. If you're keeping track at home, 10 team fouls on Hampton, so any foul on Hampton is an automatic 2 free throws for Howard, and just 8 team fouls on the Bison. So Hampton still just in the 1-1.
And both teams got to play smart here. With just 1 minute and 19 seconds left in this game.
And again, both teams with some of their stars in foul trouble. Warren with 16 points has 4 fouls. Dondre Griffin with 16 points has 4 fouls. Hextall, the senior guard for Hampton, 7 points, 4 fouls. For the Bison, Cousin with 15 points, 4 fouls. Foster with 13 points and 4 fouls. And Williams, the leading scorer, with 18, playing with 4 personals. So a foul call could be so crucial, not just with a free throw opportunity, but a potential disqualification for the rest of the game for both teams.
Both teams got to play smart. Let's see what happens here.
Griffin in the lane.
And he travels.
Griffin attempted to use, I guess, a Euro step, and the officials thought he took one too many. So a potential costly turnover.
And that was a key possession for both teams, and good stop.
Under 70 seconds left in a tie ball game. Howard looking to take the lead. Hampton trying to get a big stop. Robinson, jumper, no good. Rebound, Griffin.
Pirates will slow it down here.
The Pirates will take another timeout. The crowd beginning to come alive here.
And that's what you expect here. 79-79 in a rivalry like this, Matt. The battle of the real HU.
The fans are coming to their feet here at Hampton. It's a full timeout. So Roderick, right now Hampton will have the ball, will be inbounding from in front of their own bench. See if you can get something going to the basket, maybe for Warren or maybe Griffin. You would anticipate Howard's going to do their best to keep the ball out of the hands of Ben Stanley, who right now, with 34 points on 13 of 16 shooting, to go along with 11 rebounds. And looking at the stats, Warren just 1 rebound shy of a double-double at 16 and 9 right now. If I am Howard, I'm going to look to, they might go back to that zone, which was effective in the first half, and force Hampton to beat them from the outside, and at the same time try and keep Ben Stanley out of the picture, both from getting the ball down low and off a potential offensive putback. And they've got so many weapons, but again, if I'm Howard, I'm looking to get the ball to Williams.
And don't be surprised if the ball does go to Stanley and he kicks it back out, because they have been double teaming him lately in this half.
Yeah, big difference in this game, still free throws. Howard 28 of 31, Hampton just 10 of 16. About a 25-second differential between the game and the shot clock. So Howard will get a good possession here. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Deuce Dean with 10 seconds, back to Hextall.
They're doing a good job marking Stanley down low.
Hextall.
Stanley for three.
Good! It's a 3-point ball game. Ben Stanley and Howard calls the timeout. Woo! Ben Stanley with the Herculean effort.
For 3.
When it mattered the most, knocked down the 3 for a split second. I thought the Howard defender might have even gotten a tip, but the ball fell, rolled, hit the backboard, and finally dropped. What a game for Benjamin Stanley.
And Stanley has showed everything tonight.
The redshirt sophomore out of Baltimore.
He showed everything tonight, Matt. Down low in the paint, the mid-range pull-up, and now the three-pointer. What can he not do?
14 of 17, 37 points, 11 rebounds, and right now, 1 of 1 from 3. And that might be the biggest stat in his stat line tonight. But coming out of this timeout, the Pirates have to be smart. Remember, they're in the double. Howard is in the double bonus. You don't want to foul here if you're Hampton. You want to contest all shots. Howard looking to get an opportunity here. They've got to score the 3.
Williams for 3.
Williams knocks
good.
it down. 20 seconds left here in the ball game.
Great answer from Howard.
13 seconds now. Hextall will find Stanley.
Pirates holding for 1.
Stanley looks to drive. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say his last touch by Hampton. They're going to look at the replay. I think Ben Stanley should have gave that one up. They're going to look at the replay here. I do believe if they have a vantage point, I believe it was last off the foot of Stanley. I don't know if it deflected off of Bison as it rolled down the floor.
And Stanley had Griffin for 3, decided to go on his own.
Yeah, one more swing on that collapse. Griffin would have had a clean look.
And Griffin has been shooting lights out tonight, Matt.
So we'll see here. The officials are next to us here at mid-court looking at the replay. We'll see if there is a vantage point. The important thing to remember here, there has to be some clear
evidence
to overturn the initial call. The initial call is Hampton ball, and they're also going to check the time. I don't believe time will be a factor, but we'll see if there's anything to overturn. As it looked from this angle, it clearly went off the foot of Stanley. I don't know if it deflected off of a Howard player as it rolled down the floor. With 5 seconds remaining, presently it is Hampton ball. They will look to inbound under their own basket if that stands. But a big shot cannot be overlooked here from a young man whose name you've called all night, Mr. Williams of Howard. In crunch time, about a good foot behind the extended three-point line here at NCAA. Drilled the three-point shot calmly with about 20 seconds left on the game clock.
And then one thing with Williams, he started off a little slow, Matt, but when his team needed him, he stepped up. And let's talk about Ben Stanley.
The officials have confirmed it is Hampton basketball. So it remains with the Pirates here under their own basket. And remember, only 18 fouls on Howard. So it could still be a 1-and-1 situation if Hampton were to draw a foul. Hextall to inbound.
5 seconds.
He has Griffin wide open.
For three.
For three. It's off. Back to Hampton. Warren.
It's no good.
And we have overtime in the battle of the real HU. Griffin was open in the corner. It was short. It was deflected out near midcourt with about 2 seconds. Warren was about to get 4 or 5 feet behind the three-point line. He put up a prayer. It was on line, just hit the back iron. And we need 5 more minutes here at the Hampton Convocation Center to determine who the real HU is.
And that's a shot that Griffin had been making all night.
You take another look at it, you see Hextall here to Stanley. That's the three that put Hampton on top. But Robinson drives,
Williams
hand off to Williams.
That's nice right there.
And 2 big threes force this extra 5 minutes. What a game.
What a game. And great job from both of those players tonight. Stanley, once again, a career high with 39 points.
Ben Stanley with 37 points.
37 points, my apologies.
Williams with 21, and none bigger than that three to tie the game. But also give Howard credit, 4 players in double figures, joining Williams, Cousin and Bristol each with 15, and Foster with 13. To go along with Stanley's 37, both Griffin and Warren each with 16.
You mentioned with Howard, they have a bunch of players with double figures. That's something that hasn't been happening so far this season, so you can tell they stepped up. And one thing, Matt, both teams are still in foul trouble. Let's see what goes on in overtime.
That's a great point. Both teams still with 3 players in foul trouble. Warren, Hextall, and Griffin, each with 4 for Hampton. Cousin, Foster, and Williams for the Bison. The tip is up and will be controlled by Hampton. So we've got 5 more minutes here to decide who the real HU is. Let's see which team will execute here in overtime. Hextall dribble drive, sets up Griffin. Deuce Dean, 15 seconds.
Pirates moving the ball around here.
Dribble. Deuce Dean, floater off the mark. Stanley nearly tipped it in. Rebound to Howard.
And Dean had Griffin in the corner, decided to go up with that one. Robinson will call a play out for Howard.
Williams, been the hot hand. Crossover on Warren to the basket. Reverse layup is good.
And he continues the hot hand for Howard.
Warren expecting someone to have some help on the weak side. Great attack by Williams. No one was there to stop him. Griffin will set up Hextall.
It's a big possession here.
Stanley in the lane. Shot no good. Contact no call. Robinson will push here for Howard. He's going to stop right in front of Stanley. And that will be a personal on Ben Stanley. That will be his 4th. And it will be 2 free throws, more importantly, here for Howard. An opportunity to make this a 2-possession ball game. So a wily move there from the freshman, showing some expertise, not only putting Stanley in foul trouble, but gets him 2 free throws.
That's right.
The lead now 3 for Howard.
Second free throw is up, and it's
No good. Howard elected to send everyone back for defensive purposes.
The Pirates got a break there.
85-82 is our score. Warren, right wing, looks to Griffin. Griffin looks to probe. Has Stanley. Hextall drops it off to Stanley. And one for Ben Stanley.
Great pass from Hextall.
That is Williams' fifth. That is a big foul for Howard, as Williams has been carrying the offensive load. What a play for Howard, losing their leading scorer here tonight. Williams, who I believe will lead the game with 23 points, had a quiet first half but exploded for about 20 points here in the second.
And this is a key free throw for the Pirates and also for Stanley, who has had some trouble but has picked it up in the free throw lately.
Ben Stanley right now with 39 of the Pirates' 84 points, 8 of 13 from the free throw line. This one here ties the game.
Good job by Stanley to execute the free throw and tie the game up here. 85-85.
Robinson will cross the timeline, met by Deuce Dean. Handoff, Bristol lost his balance, now back to Garvey, who replaced Williams on the floor after he was disqualified. Robinson, guarded by Stanley, will give it up. Cousin.
You got Stanley. Stanley can't
Stanley
foul.
has to be careful here. He's just fouled out of the game.
I just said he has to be careful, and fortunately, great game from Stanley. But
both teams lose their leading scorers on back-to-back possessions. See who Coach Joyner will replace him with.
It looks like he just couldn't keep his hands up.
Foul will disqualify Stanley. That'll bring Amir Smith off the bench for the Pirates. Robinson back to the free throw line. On his last trip, he was 1 of 2. Overall, Robinson 5 of 6 from the free throw line here tonight.
And Robinson's definitely going to hear from the crowd here.
First free throw is good. Howard's lead is 1. Who will step up here for Hampton on the offensive side, with Stanley disqualified with a career-high 40 points here against Howard. Second free throw, good.
This is a key possession for the Pirates here.
87-85. Howard goes back to the zone. Warren, pass is kicked by Garvey. .21 seconds remain on the shot clock. Quick inbounds to Dean at the top of the key. Warren with Hextall. Griffin calls for the screen. Looks to create down the lane.
Great pass.
Warren draws the contact, and another player will be disqualified, as that was Foster. That's his 5th. Again, free throws, crucial. Warren only attempted 1 free throw today, and he missed it.
It's key free throws here as the Pirates are down by 2.
As a team, Howard 31 of 35 from the free throw line. Hampton 11 of 17. So again, free throws are a crucial part of the game, but when one team makes 31, when another team scored 20 more points than you from the free throw line, you've got to make yours down the stretch.
Definitely. Let's see what Warren can do here for the Pirates on the free throw line.
It's a 2-shot foul, as Warren was in the act of shooting. And from here on out, both teams are in the double bonus. Warren short on the first.
Needed both.
Still plenty of time here. 2:44 to go, but free throws so crucial. Makes the second.
Pirates
1 point
need to
ball
stop.
game.
Pirates need to stop here, Matt.
Bison want to push this to a 3-point lead. Could make it a 4-point lead if they knock down a 3-point shot. And we've got a whistle. $19 seconds. They go down low to number 1. That's Torre, who checked in, replacing Foster.
Yeah, mismatch down low.
And a whistle and a foul on Warren. That is Warren's 5th. So each possession, it seems another player is fouling out of the game. So who will come off the bench here for Hampton? Looks like it will be Shelton. It's still just a 1-point game for Howard.
And Shelton has been struggling with his three-pointer tonight.
So if you're keeping track, the last man standing in foul trouble for Howard is Cousin. He still has 4. No one else for Howard has more than 1. For Hampton, both Hextall and Griffin each still have 4. The second free throw for Howard, no good, as Bristol was unable to knock down either free throw. Bristol was is now 6 of 9 from the free throw line prior to that trip. Hextall.
Chance for Pirates to take the lead here.
Shelton in the corner was trying to get his shot off. Great recovery by Howard. 8 seconds. Griffin going to have to create some magic. He'll take the 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound is loose. Recovered by Cousin. Under 2 minutes to go. The lead remains 1. Pirates still in foul trouble with both Griffin and Hextall. 4 personals on Cousin. Howard will work the clock. Down to 10 seconds now. 90 seconds left in the game. Garvey will drive. Spinning in the lane. His shot is up, and it will fall.
Good.
It's a 3-point ball game in favor of Howard. Dean will look right side. Shelton. Pirates are going to move the ball. Hextall going to the basket. Kicks out. We've got a whistle. And I believe they called an offensive foul on Greg Hextall. They did. And that is his 5th.
Foul trouble killing the Pirates in overtime, Matt.
I would have liked for Gray to have put that shot up to maybe get the old-fashioned 3-point play. But nonetheless, he is disqualified. Edward Oliver Hampton will replace him. Still 1:08 remaining. Howard does not shoot free throws on the player control foul. Garvey will inbound at the baseline.
Pirates looking to press here. Key possession in this ball game here. Howard's up by 3.
Garvey set to inbound. He cannot run the baseline as it was not off a May basket. Robinson will cross the timeline. We are now at 1 minute left here in the game. Howard will work the ball. Garvey gets the screen from Cousins. He's going to look to penetrate down the lane. Shot is up. Shot is good. 5-point ball game for Howard here in crunch time. Pirates going to have to get some points and get them quickly. Griffin splits the double team. Shelton swings. Dean down the lane. Layup is up. Blocking foul. So I believe that was Cousin, and that's his fifth. If that was Cousin.
And it was. And he will leave the game.
So we look at the replay here. You see down the lane, Garvey with a clutch bucket. It's just his 8th point.
That's his 8th point, but he definitely stepped up in overtime here.
5 players in double figures for Howard. Williams disqualified with 23. And 15 and 13 apiece for Cousin and Foster, both out. Lee will return to the floor. Deuce Dean at the free throw line, shooting 2 with an opportunity here to make it a 1-possession game with 27.7 seconds left. Free throws again so crucial. Pirates 19 have missed 7, but Dean calmly knocks down the first. Keep hope alive if you want to see the Pirates keep the streak alive over Howard.
Yeah, 16 straight, Matt.
Dean, second free throw is up and will fall. It's a 3-point ball game. Pirates pick up full court press. Howard has to inbound. Garvey will get it into Torrey. Back to Garvey. Pirates going to look to get a 10-second call. Pass to Torrey, 2-on-1. Outside, Bristol. Bristol will be fouled. And now it comes down to free throws.
And now it's supposed to be in 10 seconds, Matt.
Very close. Let's see. Bristol missed his last 2. On the night, he's 6 for 9. The last 2 free throws were pressure. These just as much. Up to 4. Second free throw is good. It's back to a 5-point ball game.
Pirates gotta go quick.
Pirates are going to let it roll to near midcourt. Griffin picks it up. Gets a screen. Shelton, big 3 here. Good! 13.1 seconds and a timeout called by Hampton.
Great shot from Shelton.
The streak may not be over just yet. Chris Shelton missed every shot he took.
Every 3-pointer.
All right, every 3-pointer he took in the first half. 0 for 3. Knocked down his first right here with 13.1 seconds left. And we've got a 2-point ball game here at the Convocation Center. 13.1 seconds left. This one is far from over. The timeout called, I believe, by Hampton.
Man, Matt, what a game. What a game.
We'll see here what the Pirates elect to do. You're going to first try and force a 5-second call or a turnover on the inbound. Pirates are going to be dangerously close if they try and force a 10-second call with just 13.1 left. Howard will have to go the length of the floor. Garvey set to inbound. Garvey, again, one of the few seniors on this team you like to see him inbound with his veteran savvy. He works the baseline. They call the timeout.
Great defense from the Pirates there.
Thirty-second timeout called by Howard. 93-91, 13.1 seconds remaining. Once again, we thank you for joining us here on ESPN Plus, and this Big South Network broadcast is brought to you by Geico. I believe with the new rule, Howard can advance the ball, but don't quote, no, I don't know. The officials will stay at the baseline. So it will still be a full court inbound opportunity here for Howard. So the Pirates will put Bannister on the floor, a little bit more size. We'll see if his inexperience is an issue. Pirates doing a little offense to defense. They take out Dondre Griffin. They get it into Lee. Lee tries to spit out. Pirates are hoping for the jump ball, but Shelton reaching from behind picks up the personal. It's his second. So that will send Lee to the free throw line. He's 2 for 2. It's been a long time since he took those free throws.
He gets it from this crowd.
First shot from Lee. No good. Dondre Griffin will replace Bannister. 10.1 seconds. Howard electing to have all 4 of their players back on defense. Shot is up and good. It's a 3-point ball game. Again, Hampton will roll it in. Griffin will pick it up at midcourt. Shelton again. No good. Oliver Hampton. Griffin takes another shot. No good. And the streak is over. Howard wins 94-91 in what will be remembered as a classic here in Hampton. Howard comes away 94-91 despite 40 points from Ben Stanley. Credit to the Bison coming into hostile territory with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players finishing in double figures. Williams with 23. Bristol 17. Cousin 15. Foster 13. And Robinson finishing with 10. Your leading scorers for Hampton, Ben Stanley with 40. Warren 17. Griffin 16. When the Pirates and Howard both look at this game, they're going to remember one thing. It came down to the free throws. Howard 34 of 41 from the free throw line. Hampton 14-21. Pirates make their free throws down the stretch. They will secure this win. Nonetheless, Hampton will be back on the floor here on ESPN Plus on Saturday as they play host to Norfolk State. And again, Howard will return home Saturday. They'll return home to take on Appalachian State. For the crew here at ESPN Plus, for my broadcast partner here, Roderick McLean, we wish you a good night and a safe and happy evening. Thank you for joining us here on ESPN Plus. I'm Matt White. Good night, everybody.